Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Shipyard Champions Season 3, and we have our challenge. So this week's challenge is mine, and just for a little bit of context, I will not be making every challenge this season. I will be making the first, which is this week, which is what you will see here, and then next up we will have Stealth 17, and after that Yulari, and so on and so forth. So every admiral will come up with their own challenge for their own respective week. So for this week, I went kind of alternate history. I'll just read it out for you. Admirals. This week's challenge is based in an alternate history timeline where there are two radical changes. Airplanes were never invented, and instead of Karl Donitz, you were placed in charge of the Kriegsmarine, the German Reich's last hope. The challenge. You will be taking command of a German task force consisting of the Kriegsmarine part of the fleet, either a battleship or battlecruiser, a heavy cruiser, and if you like cruisers, escorted by a handful of destroyers. You will be facing against the Great Royal Navy, with two King George V-class Battleships, one Hood-class Battlecruiser, three County-class Heavy Cruisers, and two Minotaur-class Light Cruisers escorted by 7 D-class or Defender destroyers. Your only objective is to sink as many of the Royal Fleet's capital ships as possible with a secondary, yet optional, objective of surviving. Good luck. We start as Germany with German Reich, 1930. We get an either battleship or battlecruiser. We get a heavy cruiser, 3 light cruisers, and 4 destroyers. Versus the enemy, Britain. They get a start year 1925. They get 2 battleships, 1 battlecruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 7 destroyers. And just in case you didn't know, I custom built all of the enemy ships for Britain, so I painstakingly went into Wikipedia and found the specs and built the ships to as close as I possibly could while also keeping them game effective, so just keep that in mind. Engagement details, range of 32 kilometers, weather cloudy, time of day morning, share designs always, and unlock off. 3 points for every British battleship and battlecruiser sunk, 2 points for every British heavy cruiser sunk, 1 point for every British light cruiser sunk, and 1 point for sinking all the British destroyers. And then an additional 3 points if the German battleship battlecruiser survives, 2 more points if the heavy cruiser survives, 1 point if the German light cruisers all survive, and 1 point if all the destroyers survive. And then also there is an optional rule where if the computer cannot handle a scenario, to remove the destroyers. Alrighty, let's get rid of this and bring up the game. There we go. I might be a tad bit too big, so I will remove myself from there. And here is the King George V. Obviously, it does not look very historical at all. Also, this is 1.4 beta, and I did build this 1.3.9. So, not entirely sure if it's going to perform the same. Probably won't. Worst case scenario, my run won't count. That's fine. It is perfectly fine. Just want to test it out because I don't want to keep going between 1.4 and 1.3.9. So obviously this is a very not, well, it was balanced when I built in 1.3.9, but yeah, a lot of these guns do not look like they should be turning, and yet they are. These British quads are absolutely horrendous. No idea why we have these. Oh, it's horrible. I hate them. Well, I'm glad our gun models have only gotten worse. Doesn't look historical at all. The only thing I really did was give it speed. I think tried to give it a decent amount of range. Armor is somewhat historical. So that's the King George V. We got the Hood, which looks slightly better. Actually looks a lot closer to the 1.3.9 counterpart that I built. Hood had torpedoes. I didn't know that, but I guess they did. Not a bad replication of the Hood, honestly, much better than the King George V. 32 knots, somewhere around the displacement I'm supposed to have. Okay, the County also looks pretty similar to how I built it, though this doesn't really turn. I'm going to leave that since it would be unfair to edit it. So these back, what are them, 1.6 inch guns? Honestly, this ship is not going to miss it. It's got a bunch of 8-inch guns. They're 42 cal. They're supposed to be 40, so that's just unfortunate. Yeah, I guess they modified guns a little bit. Minotaur looks just about the same. All the guns turn pretty well. That's good. Same speed. Seems to be fine. Okay, and then finally the Defender, which was a pain in the ass to build. I say that because it's supposed to have 4 single barrel 4.7-inch guns, and I couldn't find anywhere to put the 4th because this also needs a 3-inch gun for, I think, AA defense. So I just made a dual barrel on the back, called it a day, and that way I could fit all the torpedoes, the funnels, which are one's supposed to be smaller than the other, and it worked out okay. Maybe a little slim, but that's okay. So those are the ships that we'll be fighting. We will not be using historical ships to fight those. We will be using our own. So British Perfect, 1925. And I now need to find Germany, 1930. At 32 kilometers. Kilometers? Yeah, 32 kilometers. With a battleship or battlecruiser, 1 heavy cruiser, 3 light cruisers, and what was it, 4 destroyers? So this is what we have, and then they have 2 battleships, 1 battlecruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, right? I keep forgetting. They have, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 lights, and 7 DDs. So then 2 lights and 7 DDs. Always on, this is off. We need cloudy morning. Okay, let's see how fast I can design these. One thing that should be, oh my goodness, that is a big battleship that I will not be using because that is super unfair for the poor British. Oh boy, yeah, somebody's totally gonna take Super Battleship 2, just max it out, oh, button, and then just put the maximum, like, somebody's gonna like just spam quad Mark 16 guns and absolutely blow away my poor ships that I built. We will not be doing that, we will be doing a Modern Battleship 2, if it'll load, there we go. Try and keep it pretty historically close to, like, Tirpitz Bismarck, though I will not be looking at any stats, I'll just be going purely based off of what if I remember the speed, tonnage, and armor-ish. Most advanced tower, let's get modern secondary tower 3, just slap it right there. Let's get those 15 dual barrels, because why would I want to be min-max when I could be cool and slightly historical? Yeah, there we go. That's pretty nice. Let's get a funnel. Oh, that's a lot more anchor points than there were before. Before there was like, what, 3 anchor points, and now you can put it anywhere. So I guess they've definitely fixed that. Secondary guns, they have, what was it, 5 duels? I believe it was 5-inch duels as secondaries. That's definitely an interesting look. Let's turn these around so it, okay, never mind. There we go. Beautiful, lovely, looks okay. And then I don't know if there were any other guns. That's probably don't put a triple there. My ship needs to look good, you know? If it doesn't look good, then what's the point of having a ship? Okay, let's deal with the rest of the ship. Engine efficiency does not seem great. I think I'm supposed to do 30 knots. I'm pretty sure 30 knots is what the Bismarck did, which is impressive for a battleship. I will limit myself to a 50 crew. Or do I, on one hand I want to do this. Here, we'll see. If I have radar, oh, I do have radar, okay. That's why I was supposed to limit everybody to 50 crew training, because we have radar, which makes the British ships are going to have a really hard time doing anything against this ship. Now, I don't believe this thing had anything more than 16 inches of armor. What is my max? Oh, wow, okay, yeah, that's way more than what I want to do. 14 belts. Which I know is probably not the smartest idea on my part. But if I max out Citadel armor, usually it's fine. And then we can just get a 16, 16, 8 on the turrets, and honestly 8, 6, I don't know why I put 0 barbette. Why did my 5-inch guns have so little barbettes? Ditch the anti-torpedo belt. I know there's things like, oh, you could get rid of radio. Well, what if I don't want to get rid of radio? What if I go Gen 1, huh? What are you gonna do about that? Coincidence is fine. Honestly, don't need auto ones, just do semi-auto and electro-hydro 1. And then my reload will be worse if it'll show me the tooltip. It will not show me the tooltip. There we go. It's only like 4 seconds though, so it's whatever. Still over the limit, not fun. Turning circles a little too good if I'm being real. Let's dip that down a little bit. Do we need the best engine efficiency? No. Oh, okay, that fixed it. Can I get slightly better turning with this? Just slightly. So there we go. Then let's move on to the Battlecruiser. Nope, never mind. I just realized I made a slight mistake. Let's go back to the Battleship. Let's exit. Get rid of the Battlecruiser, because I chose the Battleship. Oh, and one quick little thing. I will probably actually keep these up at 100, which I know isn't really fair for the AI, but that's just the AI's problem. You know what? I want to completely destroy them. Let's get Gen 2. A little bit too much. Let's just ditch the something. What do I ditch? This? I probably don't need that, do I? Let's keep that. I just don't need a tiny bit of steering. There we go. And let's just do that with all these ships. I will be back really quick when I get all that done. Okay, all of the ships have crew training 100 and Gen 2 radar, because I guess why not? Also, can I get RDF on this thing? I can. Why not? Sonar? Ooh. I mean, didn't torpedoes sink the Bismarck? Maybe I need a little bit of protection against it. Okay, let's test this thing out. Okie dokie, here's our little lineup. They have the numerical advantage for sure, but we have training. Oh, I see them. They don't even see me. Maybe a stereoscopic could have been nice. Oh, lost sight of them. Well, they're right about there, 32 kilometers away, and I only have a range of 30-ish kilometers. So let's just drag this into the same division. Let's make the light cruisers screen for the Bismarck, and then the destroyers, same thing. Just actually, you guys screen for the heavy cruiser. Where's 10 times speed, so we see these. Let's make sure we're targeting this and not those destroyers. Please target this thing. Okay, they're coming straight at us, but we already have way a bunch of accuracy. Let's just open up with all the guns we got. So go save. Accuracy should get better. Oh, we're not firing at the big ships, are we, anymore? No, we are. Okay. I don't know why accuracy drops suddenly. Let's close in again. Deutschland, you don't have that much ammo, actually. Neither of you do. Maybe you guys both of you save then. And then you should be shooting at... Yes, the battleships. Oh, there we go. 32% accuracy. That's what I wanted to see. Let's just turn in a little bit. Get a tiny bit closer. Get that accuracy perfect. So pretty much under 20 kilometers. We have the perfect range finding bonus. We're going to smoke all of our escorts up. Ooh, huge hits on the King George, which, by the way, still hate those quads. Oh, jeez. Let's go back to the Bismarck. Still have pretty decent accuracy. Those guys aren't doing anything. That's fine. Let's close back in a little bit. Are we still targeting the injured one? Yes, we are. It's still flooding. So looks like the Hood's following it. 60%. Honestly, let's just keep going straight then. Deutschland at 22%. I mean, if you guys want to, you can fire torpedoes. You have the ability to. So you're not going to, though. Ooh, we take a hit. Or, we took a hit? We took a hit. 2 partials from the 14-inch guns. We're also having some range finding issues. Let's target the Hood. Yeah, that's the Hood. That's the Canada? which means that that is the King George. 49% chance to hit, that's more than enough. Oh yeah. But it's gonna get ripped up by the Bismarck. I suppose we get a flash fire. Never to check what their chances for flash fire. Oh well. Bismarck took another hit. Just a bunch of partials so far. And they were getting a little too far. We'll switch back to the Canada, get those 14-inch guns off of the map, get them completely destroyed. Because I forgot this is not balance mod, so smaller guns are actually OP. Yeah, that's King George V. Okay, our magic range finding bonus has disappeared. Let's close in. You guys are getting a little close for my liking. Just everybody smoke up so they can't even see us. So we should still be firing at the Hood, I think. We're firing at the Canada now, we're trying to sink her. Right. The Hood's not looking too great herself, honestly. You, Mr. DD, honestly could target this DD with torpedoes, but probably don't. Losing our range finding bonus again, let's get back in there. There, now we got the range finding bonus again. We're firing IP, right? Yeah. Honestly, that should do it. Now we keep hitting the size of her. Canada's putting up a surprisingly good fight for a historically, well, somewhat historically accurate ship. Love to see this. Get a bunch of shots of my lovely German recreations. You are running out of your accuracy bonus. Get back in there. So I have all these guys on save. I don't know if that's going to save any ammo. Is Deutschland looking? Yeah, Deutschland's already almost out of HE. And we're still firing at the Canada, which has refused to go down. Ooh, that is probably going to do it though. Let's get a little closer. Canada does not look so good. Flooding in a compartment she hasn't flooded. Ooh, they contained it though. The Canada's putting up a very annoying fight. And it's pissing me off. Oh, another flooding hit on the Canada. That might take her down. Another flooding hit. If we can get the Canada out of here. Currently she can't fight. Smoke up our destroyers. V1 took a hit, but it still seems to be fine. Flooding a little bit though. Canada finally goes down. Okay, the King George is very isolated. Let's go. Let's detach you since you've already been saw. Oh wait, no, let's actually retreat you. And then who else took damage? Whoever took damage, because if we keep all of our destroyers alive, I believe we get another point. Please shoot this thing. Not the escorts. So the V4 is gonna go home. Though honestly, it's probably fine. Just put it back in the group. King George is already taking some hits. Ooh, some big hits. Okay accuracy against the Bismarck. Hasn't seemed to hit it that much though. Another pretty good hit. Our escorts are getting a little chewed up at this point. We're getting a little too close. Let's put everybody on aggressive fire. Ooh, target locking. Target Hood for a second and then go back to King George. Hood doesn't seem super useful right now. 0.4% chance to hit is really nothing to worry about. Plus they're firing HE. King George, though, well, King George also firing HE. Really not that dangerous. Escorts don't have any smoke yet. So far I haven't lost any ships, but that could change in any moment. Let's turn in a bit so I can get that magical aiming bonus that the AI loves to get. So put all these guys are currently on just aggressively firing. Let's smoke them all up so they don't die. 12% to hit, really. 15%. Let's get a little closer. We're definitely firing at the Battleship, right? And then we hit the Minotaur, funnily enough. The Hood is coming pretty close, actually, to a point where I think I'm going to switch fire. Deutschland is completely out of HE. Ooh, torpedoes. This might be an issue. Königsberg took a hit. There's probably going to be a problem. Please go home. Stop avoiding. Please stop preventing your fellow ship from retreating. Hood is going to get torn up. Königsberg is still trying to retreat. And seems to have made it out of there. I'm actually going to put them back in the division because they're fine now. Oh, that was the Hood. How's the Hood looking? Hood looking not too great. Nope, turning away, don't want to do that. Let's come back in, 5 times speed, 55% accuracy, 62% accuracy. Fire a good salvo. Should hopefully take out the Hood. She's flooding pretty badly. Out of stern at this point. Looks like Hood's gonna go down to flooding. Floods are you're down. Let's get the King George now. Pretty good accuracy. Deutschland's is target locking. And also not unsafe. You guys should both be unsafe. If you're running out of ammo, Deutschland, I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, King George goes down to... shoots. Dang it, I always miss it. Dang, there was a flash fire and I totally missed it. I hate doing that. Another one? Oh, drat. Dang it, I missed it. I miss it every time. I saw it in the corner of my eye. Oh, and I couldn't remember what the pause button is. Unfortunately, that is sometimes just what I do. Let's fire at some heavy cruisers. Next is 0% chance to hit. Are they really that fast? Okay, let's just put all of our secondaries on aggressive. Everybody smoke up. Wow, okay, that poor destroyer took a 7-inch hit. It wasn't even that big of a hit. Bismarck now firing at County, which is taking a couple hits already. That's a torpedo and it might be a problem. And go on torpedo dodge mode. Okay, you can stop being on torpedo dodge mode now. So we're taking all the capital ships out. Oh, that's a torpedo right there. Okay, Bismarck, your turning circle is not as impressive as I thought it was. Can you target locking, Bismarck? No, you're fine. Oh, why is our main fire at a light cruiser? Got some more torpedoes. Let's turn out the way. Cleaning up of all these cruisers might take a while, but we've already basically completed the objective, which is sink all the capital ships. Sinking the heavy cruisers would be nice, but they're so fast, which is annoying. Because I built them to be historical, but unfortunately historically they were pretty... Oh geez. These destroyers are getting a little bit torn apart. V4, go home, half speed. V1, go home, half speed. Wait, no, you stop flooding. Just 16 knot at home then. V4, you need to not die. Okay, you're doing it good. You can go back up to 16 now. Bismarck, please start turning away so you don't get obliterated. Can I fire these things? Fire these things, take them out. That's a partial pin hit. How are our screens looking? Ooh, those are destroyers over there. Oh, that was a big hit. Oh yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Alright, next. Porcelain's nearly out of ammo. Bismarck is starting to run out of AP, but that's probably fine. I don't think I'll be needing AP much anymore. You guys are going to an area that is dangerous. So you will rejoin this. You will rejoin this. Go as fast as you guys possibly can. You guys are no longer getting shot at. I'll save your smoke until then. Huge hit on the Minotaur. It's probably gone. I'm actually going to start preemptively turning because I think it's pretty much dead at that point. We're going to start chasing after the cruisers. Well, the bigger cruisers, at least. I think the British only had 2 light cruisers, and that was both of them, so... That'll be all the light cruisers sunk. Those are torpedoes being fired at these guys. You specifically D4. So D4 detached, start turning. Full turn. Get out of there. Oh, wow. The destroyer dropping fish in the water immediately got absolutely blasted away. And you guys target... Yeah, that's perfect. D4, you're doing fine. You come back into the falls. Porcelain is completely out of ammo and basically useless at this point. Big hit on the county. Perfect. County should be going down. All the screens are doing okay so far. A bunch of damaged ships, but no sunk yet. This is getting a little tedious though. Destroy torpedo. We might take them down with structural. Or, well, crew loss. More likely though, it's just going to be a couple good hits and they'll be dead. Turn broadside, get all of our guns online. Get to the broadside. Never mind, they're dead. The destroyers we could probably just let fly. Well, hold on. Porcelain, how fast do you go? Can you catch that destroyer right there? Mayfly. Going 18.4 knots. Let's go send the D2 and the D3 after it. So 2 healthy destroyers should be able to take it out pretty easily. Antrim's getting destroyed. Hogue's not doing great. You do... How many knots do you do? 36. I just sent all my healthy destroyers to go after the destroyed one. Maybe I'll send it after that instead. This might also do 36. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'll send a healthy light cruiser to go after... Do I have a healthy light cruiser? Okay, that's like I thought I don't have a healthy light cruiser. So then you guys will go after that. You guys will go after that. There's Antrim done. Bismarck is about to pretty much obliterate the Hogue. Hogue's gone. Okay. Hold on, we're engaging. Oh, we killed him. Nice. So you guys just point in that general direction, come back eventually. Big battleships and stuff, you go back that way. Light cruisers go chase those destroyers, and the healthy destroyer, destroyer squadron, go shoot that thing to death. And then meanwhile, intercept those destroyers. So secondaries in that thing. See secondaries in that? Okay, never mind. I guess we don't have secondaries. Oh, torpedoes inbound. That might be a little hard to dodge. Might be a little hard to dodge. But I believe in the dream if there wasn't more to dodge. Okay, let's get out of there. Big battleships. You guys actually might not be fine. Gosh, which destroyers? There we go. You guys definitely need to stand tight now. So those torpedoes are coming this way. Which luckily I've got these guys out of the way now. Light cruisers are no longer being super helpful. And then you guys are going to be back here eventually. More torpedoes? No, we're fine. I would like to sink those. I might send the destroyers after those instead. Let the light cruisers go deal with that. It would be nice to injure something in here. Let's probably target the slowest one. Yeah, the Mastiff. And normal fire. Because if I can get one well-placed hit that slows down that whole squad, then we're looking pretty good. Gosh, wrong ones. The light cruisers, you need to get there, and you need to get there quick. Who's the slowest one here, huh? The Königsberg, but not by much. You guys are just gonna... You know you're never gonna be re-engaging anything, okay. Are they turning around to re-engage? Oh, shoot. Careful torpedoes. Target that one. Aggressively fire. CLs are gonna get there eventually. Oh shoot, wait, hold on, we're taking hits. V3 not looking good. V2 still looking fine. Able to keep up. V3, your torpedoes are not proving me a lot of use right now. So V2 is going to basically screen these guys, keeping them highlighted. And the V3 is going to go after the Simoon. Simoon? Since it can basically do the same. Ooh, good hit, good hit. Fire torpedoes, go back to save. Add some more torpedoes, let's get out of there. Yarrow's down. Ooh, that's flooding, that's not good. V3 is looking fine. V3, go after that. You guys are just never going to be helpful again. Light cruisers, get after that. And Bismarck, come on, go get them. The flooding subsided, we still have a functional destroyer. V3 is going to try and take out the Simoon. V2 is keeping up just enough for it to be a problem for these destroyers. Smooth's gonna go down, Mastiff is down. Yeah, everybody aggressive fire at the last targets. I don't think we've lost a single ship. It's beautiful. Everybody converge on the Seymour, which is now dead. Okay, that's everything. That was a little bit of a long battle, over 2 hours in game. 3 capital ships, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 7 destroyers with the loss of literally nothing. And there's no time limit, so a win for the German Navy. Sorry, the Kriegsmarine. Bismarck didn't perform as well as he could have, but that's probably because I should have, I don't know, souped it up a little bit more since I had the ability to go Super Battleship 2 instead of Modern Battleship 2, but I don't know, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So that is it for now. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and I will see you later in another week of Shipyard Champions. Thanks everyone so much for watching the video. Oh yeah, go check out my Patreon. I got a cool little exclusive campaign that's going to go on there, and longer versions of this video and other videos are going up on that too, so if you want videos like this but longer, check it out. Really cheap. Also, there's a 7-day free trial, so if you don't like it, then I guess you can just unsubscribe to Patreon. I don't know what it is. I think it's becoming a member. What you can do that supports me that's free though is join my Discord. I have a Discord server. Go join it. Alright, that's it. Goodbye now.